Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our morning sunrise meditation, wherever you're calling in from. Nice to be with you again. Really appreciating this morning meditation Sangha community. Beautiful, clear morning here in Northern California. So this morning, the theme I would like to tune us to is qualities of the heart, and particularly to love. And what is it that we love in these times? How can love support us during these times? So yesterday we explored gratitude in nature and gratitude in the heart. And often what we find is we can feel a lot of love for that which we're grateful for. So again, I'm turning to the work of Mary Oliver. She has a poem called Messenger. And she writes, "My work is loving the world. Here the sunflowers, there the hummingbird, equal seekers of sweetness. Here the blue plums, there the clam deep in the speckled sand. Am I no longer young and still not half perfect? Let me keep my mind on what matters, which is my work, which is mostly learning to stand still and simply be astonished." The sheep in the pasture, the phoebe and the delphinium, my work which is mostly rejoicing since all the ingredients are here. And my work which is gratitude, my work which is gratitude. Just forgetting the poem. My work which is gratitude. For my mind, my body, and a mouth with which to give shouts of joy to the plums, to the birds and the sleepy dug up clams. So I love this line, my work is mostly learning to stand still and be astonished. Our work is looking out the window or looking up at the sky and seeing the sun and being astonished. I can see the sun just cresting Angel Island in the San Francisco Bay behind me. You're seeing it on the screen. I'm seeing it reflected on the wall behind me. So what is it you love? What is it that you cherish? What is it that astonishes you? What is it that you rejoice in? So our heart has a whole range of emotions, moods, capacity. And at these times, our heart is often feeling challenging emotions, which we want to learn to be with and welcome and nurture. And our heart also has tremendous capacity for love, for kindness, for compassion, for joy, for steadiness. And so as we meditate, we'll tune a little to those qualities. So beginning, settling your attention into your body. And just taking an internal weather report. What is the landscape of the body like in this morning? How does your body feel in this moment? What's the climate of the heart like? How do you feel in your heart this morning? And what's the ambience like in the mind? And knowing that mindfulness is simply the practice of meeting what's here. And doing that with a loving awareness, kind attention, especially if what you're feeling is difficult, tender, vulnerable. Can you bring a warm, loving attention to that? In the same way you might bring that tender attention seeing a newborn lamb or a fawn in the woods or a beautiful flower plant emerging from winter snows. And attuning your attention to anything this morning that feels restful, soothing, grounding, pleasant. Aware of your soundscape, the sounds that are comforting, pleasing, sounds of the birds, the wind, other nature sounds you might be hearing. Sometimes starting our practice with gratitude can allow us to feel a sense of settledness, ease, joy. What is one thing you can give thanks for this morning? Maybe something as simple as the warm sunlight rising and warming you. Bringing awareness to your body and inviting the body as much as possible to find ease and relaxation. Softening your belly, relaxing your facial muscles. awareness to your breathing, noticing how that movement can also at times, not always, be a support for grounding, settling. Noticing if you can touch a quality of loving appreciation for this breath that keeps us alive moment by moment. Loving appreciation for the bird song. So as we sit this morning, feeling the breath in your chest, heart center, noticing how each thing you experience can be felt in the heart, touches or influences the heart, and noticing if there's any quality of warmth or care or love, kindness that arises for birdsong, for sunlight, for your simple breath. Tuning to the whole experience of your body, all of its sensations, sensation of touch allows a contactfulness with the world. Our body is a unique expression of this earth, something worthy of love and appreciation in all of its forms and shapes and sizes and colors and ages. Inviting a quality of love, loving appreciation, or warmth, friendliness, friendly attention to your body. So sitting as we've been doing these past days, grounded in your body and senses, aware of all the field of sensation of the body, and the way it experiences the environment you're in, through temperature, the movement of air and breeze, the fragrance as you inhale fresh oxygen released from the benevolence of trees and grasses, plants. The ways our ears connect us with sound and vibration, morning song, people sounds. We have light, whatever's present in the visual field, even with the eyes closed. The light of the morning sun. And as we're present to the flow of experience, so staying present to your heart, noticing how each thing touches the heart. And can we bring a loving awareness, kind attention to our moment-to-moment experience? And I'm going to invite you, if you like, to open up the field of attention. Continuing to sense the heart and allowing the heart to radiate a warmth, a love, an affection. Beginning with yourself, this mind, heart, body. Precious and unique to this earth. And extending love to those who you may be meditating with. Perhaps everybody here on this call, we sit together supporting each other. And outwards to your immediate environment. Extending a loving appreciation to the birds and bird song that delight us and serenade us. To all the plant life around you and everywhere. Beautiful grasses emerging in spring. The plants growing, flowering. They bring so much color and joy. The tree kingdom and all of its majestic trees extend their shelter and shade and benevolence. Just extending love, kindness. To the natural world of plants and trees and grasses that accompany us, that feed us, that nurture us, that we so often take for granted. And extending love to the animal kingdom, all the creatures of this earth, near and far, that keep humans company and teach us so many things. From us domesticated animals, our cats, our dogs, to the wild beings of the forest, the bears, the coyotes, foxes, and badgers. All those beings seen and unseen, can we extend our loving hearts, appreciation, deer, and the fawns in the woods, and the beings underground, the moles, and the voles, and the beings of the sky, the birds, dragonflies and insects, pollinating bees. So much to love, so much to appreciate. We have the birds in their nests, sitting on their eggs. And all the beings of the waters, the seas and the rivers and lakes and ponds. From the vast blue whale to the tadpoles. So letting your mind and heart expand to all the life forms in this world and how they touch us, how we can return our gratitude with love, with acknowledgement, with appreciation. And extending that love to the earth herself, to its mountains, and valleys and deserts, and skies and clouds and rocks and meadows. Noticing how nourished we are by this earth, how much joy the earth and its beings bring, how intimately interconnected we are. And how we receive so much love and benevolence from nature, from this earth and its abundance. And offering from your heart whatever wish you have for life, for the earth, for the beings of this earth, and the skies and the waters and the land, and for the two-leggeds, the human species, also part of this earth. And if your eyes are closed, you wish to open them and look around. Hopefully you're somewhere either outside or on a porch or in your garden, or the view of out the window to something vaster, Then your room, skies, trees, clouds, water, your garden. You feel that living, breathing life. And noticing as you look around, noticing what touches you, what touches your heart, into love, appreciation, kindness. Often for the simplest of things, blades of grasses, the leaves, or the buds on trees, sound of a particular bird, coolness of the still morning air. I'll close with a poem from Lin Ungar called Camas Lilies. Consider the lilies of the field, the blue banks of camas lilies opening into the acres of sky along the road, with the longing to lie down and be washed by that beauty, abate if you knew their usefulness, how the natives ground their bulbs for flour, how the settlers' hogs uprooted them, grunting in gleeful oblivion as the flowers fell. And you, what of your rushed and useful life? Imagine setting it all down, papers, plans, appointments, everything, leaving only a note. Gone to the fields to be lovely. Be back when I'm through with blooming. Gone to the fields to be lovely. Be back when I'm through with blooming. Even now, unneeded and unbeaten, the camas lilies gaze out above the grass from their tender blue eyes. Even in sleep, your life will shine. Make no mistake, and of course, your work will always matter. So I'm just going to adjust my sitting here since we've got a very bright sun this morning. I don't know if this will make any difference, but let's see. It's the first morning been sitting this week where it's actually felt a little warm, at least where I am in the sunlight. Nice to have the beautiful sun showering us with its presence. Hope the sun is shining wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. Hope you feel that as you're sitting indoors. So you may be happy to know, so let me just backtrack. So this morning sunrise meditation was an experiment. I wanted to offer some meditation and practice together, given these stressful times, especially during the pandemic, especially because most of us are sheltering at home. California's sheltering at home rule has been extended now till May. So we have an awful lot of time to practice at home. And so I wanted to offer some nature teachings. There's a lot of wonderful teachings being offered online. And, but I'm actually meeting with my my graduates from my nature teacher training right after this call and finding out what practices they're offering so I can also share those. But I wanted to offer this particular style of practice, which is nature-based mindfulness practice. And so it was an experiment. I had no idea who would be interested and if anyone would come, but there's been a very robust showing of people. There's 85 of you on the call today, and that's sort of been sort of typical this week. So I'm going to continue this morning practice, partly because I'm enjoying it so much, being with you, but also I think it's just important that we come together in these times of isolation and also orient to the natural world. So I'm going to continue next week. I'm going to be offering these teachings Monday through Friday. So and this week we'll continue Thursday and Friday, and we'll have a break at the weekend, so I can sleep in a little bit, which would be nice, and maybe you too. And so these, I offered these classes on dana, which means donation. I really offered them freely this week. I had no expectation of any donation, but meditation teaching is also my livelihood. And if you are appreciating these teachings and wish to support the teachings and the teacher, then there are ways to donate to me. One of them, I believe, is through my website. I actually just texted my assistant Jen yesterday because I had no idea how people could donate if they wanted to donate. So I'm told there's a donation link button on my my website somewhere. Somebody actually may know that on this call, and you can type it in the text box. But I'm actually going to pull up her text to remind me how you can actually give a donation, usually through PayPal or through Venmo. She says there is a donation link in this event description of the sunrise meditation, both on the website and on my Facebook. And I will also post a link here in the chat box in case any of you are inclined to do that. And that is always appreciated during these times where our livelihoods are well, they're different than they were a month ago. Let's put it that way. Okay, so forgive me for just taking a moment to do this. I'm going to put that in the text box. So anyhow, so if any of you are inclined, donations are appreciated for these teachings. But mostly just happy to be offering these. And I got a very lovely email from someone yesterday appreciating they live alone and how important it was to have these morning meditations and to come together as a community and to orient to awareness and nature. And so, yeah, so I'm very, very happy to be continuing these teachings. In that note, I'm also going to be offering, as I mentioned yesterday, a more extended period of practice this Saturday morning. I'm going to offer a half day of practice in the same form, where I'll be teaching through the Zoom platform. And you will be ideally somewhere where you can orient to nature, in your garden, on your deck. You may even connect in through your phone, and you can have a bit broader range. You could go somewhere to some natural setting that you can still get cell reception and tune in either through video or probably more easily audio. May make more sense to tune in with audio, so you're mostly attuned to the natural world and you're just listening in with your earbuds to the teachings. So that will be happening this Saturday, let me see, 8:30 to 12:30, and I'll be sending out a short newsletter post about that, and we'll also put it on the website, markcoleman.org. So, what is here for you right now? What are you noticing in your heart? Maybe actually that's like we did yesterday when I asked you, what are you grateful for? If you'd like to share in the text box, when we're doing this meditation of extending our hearts, what are you loving this morning? What are you feeling love for? And walked us through being aware of our bodies and breath and sounds and birdsong and trees and plants and grasses and fauna and peoples. And what are you feeling love for this morning? So my strawberry plants love that. My breath, the fig tree, someone listening to a mockingbird song, how lovely. Dogs, light, everyone here together, nature's healing, the air that we breathe, bird song, sunlight on the ocean, lucky you, fog, red-winged blackbird song, very sweet bird song, birch trees in my backyard, zoom, prickly pear cactus, my health, the sun, warmth, the sound of the creek, orchids in my room, music, stillness, people, mountains, allotment, my husband working so hard, the neighbor's fluffy cat, my 98-year-old dad who sat with us. Oh, how lovely. And the pelicans, my veggie garden, sweet creatures, the wind, our time together, trees, blue sky. And so as I'm saying these things, you just might notice, as I'm reading them, I'm also feeling touched by love for these things. Gardens, sangha, sunlight hitting my skin, the soft blue sky behind me. Safe place to gather and shelter and practice. Right, so many, many things, just like we did loving kindness practice yesterday. And so the gratitude practice, and we're reflecting on all the things we're grateful for. Same with all the things that we can be touched by to love. The still air, our children, oneness, our sisters, being alive, arboretum, flowers, bird song. Right, many, many things, many, many things. And so as I've been instructing this week, feels like such an important practice, but also such a simple practice, which is one of the beautiful gifts that our mindfulness practice gives us, is the awareness of what we're attending to, right? The awareness of what we're paying attention to, what we attune to, what we notice, what we choose to focus on. And in these times of stress and social distancing and uncertainty and fear, right? Those things, particularly what's fearful, a very strong pull on our attention. And at times it's necessary to attend to those things, right? What we're afraid of. The latest information, news, data about the virus and how we should take care of each other and whatnot. It's important. And we also need to be attending to that which is nourishing, that which is uplifting, that which opens our heart, that which gladdens us into joy or makes us feel tenderness and love for this beautiful earth and ourselves or each other. And so yesterday I was inviting you to pay attention to that which allows you to feel grateful. And today I invite you to attune to and notice what evokes love. Yesterday I was restocking our bird feeders and putting out seeds for the birds, and such a simple thing, and I'm always touched with love when I do that. Just, of course, I want to feed the birds and support them, and or going out into my very, very tiny little sort of urban garden with plant pots and things, and just feeling love for the flowers that are surviving in the pots and blooming. Jasmine that's blooming and fragrant, I can smell this morning in the morning air. I was walking around the neighborhood, and just a simple warm greeting to strangers. You know, it's very weird times to be walking around now. You walk down the street, and then either you or the other person crosses the street to maintain 6 feet of social distance, which is appropriate and necessary to keep everybody healthy. And it feels weird. It feels very antisocial. And so making a lot of effort myself to, even if I do that, to say hello or to wave or to extend just a warm, loving greeting. And when someone does that back, I notice I feel touched. I feel, oh, that's a sweet, loving gesture, right? So we can support each other as we sit on our deck here. We wave to people walking by and say hello, and we've gotten to meet all kinds of different neighbors that we generally don't because they're working, commuting, whatever. And so we can also use this time to extend some love to our neighborhood, even in these times of social distancing. Can we extend ourselves with a hello, with warmth, with open-heartedness, even as we stay, safe distance from people. So, yeah. Well, my friends, lovely morning to be meditating here with you on this lovely, sunny California spring day. I hope wherever you are, it's an equally beautiful spring day, even if it's full with delightful gray clouds or the serenading rain or whatever it is, or the fresh dusting of snow. May this day, may your hearts be filled with love, appreciation, gratitude. And I look forward to being on the call again with you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Okay, dear ones, thank you. Take care. Be well. See you tomorrow. And please spread the word. If you have friends who might like this, then more the merrier. Okay, take care. Have a good day.